Hello, everyone. Welcome to 360 Talks podcast. Today, we are with Mr. Pankaj Gupta, who is the Executive Director of BNI Dera region. And today, we are going to discuss about a lot of things, mainly his personal and his business life, how it takes and how it have taken a turn, and how he have achieved so far this much achievements and what he feels about it. Welcome for my podcast.
Thank you. Thank you, Shanaz, for inviting me here.
I'm so happy. I'm glad that you made it today.
Thank
And let's start with this good vibes, I would say. So, still, being a member of BNI around 10 months of timeline, we have a lot of idea about what you do and things and all. But still, sometimes it feels like, what is your journey mainly? And from where you started and how you had this feeling that you can be much more than that.
If you talk about my journey, I come from a very modest background.
Mm-hmm.
My grandfather, he passed away very early, and my father was only 13. Indeed, they were eight siblings, and they really struggled. They worked from the scratch. Uh, we grew up well, though, right? And while I was studying as a child, around my residential area, I started developing the housing wire industry.
Okay.
Right, it is in Shahadra, Vishwasnagar.
Mm.
That's Delhi. And the maximum we could think was, oh, I'll have one factory one day. That was my dream. Uh, then we grow up in while I was applying for my college. Uh, Somehow I was passionate. I said, no, 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 no. And even though I didn't score too good marks, I was not a very studious guy. I managed to get into one of the best colleges in Delhi, which was Hansraj College.
Mm.
I studied there with some of my friends. I went to NIT, right?
Uh,
And that was the start of my computer journey, which ended up to being a SAP consultant. So I did NIT, then I did SAP. So I'm a SAP consultant. Early age, I started my first business. I was just 19 years old. And I started a computer assembling business along with this desktop publishing. So PageMaker, CorelDRAW, all these things. They were very, very new in that
Mm.
time. With that, I got married. I got married very early. 21 and a half years old I was when I got married. First anniversary, my elder son was cutting the cake with us. So it was a chill child marriage, what my friends used to say. And then a child become a father also. That happened. With that, I went to US in 99. And after like 2002, I came back. I was a SAP consultant in there. Then worked for Orange Mobile in India, managing 40 call centers for them. Somewhere around 2006, I came to Dubai, with SMC Global Securities as Director of Operations. But within this time, that young age, if you look at by 2006, I was nearly 30 years old,
Okay.
right? And within that time, I had seen two downfalls in my life. So absolutely crushed to zero. And, I said, I have risen from ashes twice. And that's why at times you see me tough. You see me saying, like, how can you not do it? Because I have been through there. I have heard stories about my father. There is no place from where a person cannot rise back. It's just that you have to have that courage and that decision to rise back. So my journey has always been about perseverance. Keep doing.
Okay.
You keep doing and you'll achieve. I joined BNI somewhere in 2013 as a
Mm.
member. Never set as a member, right? Even when I had no role, I was doing something. I was contributing to the growth of my chapter,
Mm.
to the performance of my chapter, to the work of my chapter. Um, I was like acting as in a VH without a role, then being in a VH team, then played gradually every single role I have played in BNI, other than the president. They never reached to that level that I will be the president of the chapter. But then received an opportunity to support group outside my chapter and become an ambassador. From there, become a DC. So that the challenge with me, like I'm like that devil who would always ask me, "What is next? What is next? What is next?"
Yeah.
And I keep going back to BJ Shah, who is the national director. BJ, what is next? And then he said, okay, why don't you launch a chapter? I said, BJ, you know my weakness. I cannot invite visitors. And he said, yeah, so if you want to say next, okay, the next is when you're. Yeah. I got trained, launched the chapter. Within that time, the opportunity was discussed about taking over the franchise for BNI there. And I took the franchise. I signed the contract in 2020. 2020 July. Okay. If you look at it, that was the time when COVID was already active. And people ask me, what am I doing getting into a new business in that time? But my belief in BNI was so deep that people need people to survive, to thrive, to grow, and to stay, right? And that's where I took over BNI. It's a tremendous journey for me. Okay. And I would say God been kind. Uh, I work crazily, right? God is kind, but somebody told me, so don't say everything like God have done that. Okay. God gives you courage to do it. You are the one who will do it. So I really been through a lot of tough challenges, but one thing I knew, keep working. And that's what I do even today. That's what I do.
Okay. So, BNI being the executive director of BNI, so this decision was a calculated risk, or it's just happened and you felt it right, and whatever the risk it comes up and you just wanted to do this?
Risk is a very beautiful word for me. Being a director for SMC Global Securities, where my clients are doing derivative trading, and I'm a technical graph analyst, I can analyze the graph, I can analyze the fundamentals. So I always think in the way of where to enter the market, where to exit the market, may it be in profit or loss. So I'll have a stop loss technique always ready. So when I analyze the business of BNI, my first thing was, okay, I'm investing X amount of money. What is the monthly bill coming to me every month after I invest this? Okay. So the point was, there is no fixed monthly bill which will come on my head every month. If my members are adding, I'll have a bill to pay. If my members are renewing, I have a bill to pay. But otherwise, the cost was minimal. Okay. I said, okay, I'm investing this much. There is no more pile of bills coming my way. I'm okay with that. So yes, it was calculative risk. Okay. And I knew what I'm doing. And I knew the money which I am investing is the only part which is at risk. But my belief was so strong that I was, you can say, 99% sure that I'm not taking a risk.
Okay. So I have this one question that since you have started this and things and all, but this was not your career earlier. So from shifting in this timeline from and also during COVID where nothing was certain, nobody knows what was happening and things and all. So this is something like as a business owner, like any business owner, from shifting from one career path to another thing, how fearful it was.
See, seriously speaking, I sat down with Shelly, my wife, my partner, and we discussed. We said, Shelly, you know, I analyzed, I spoke with some of people and with Shelly that the money I have, the knowledge I have was either the, financial market or BNI. I said it in Hindi, संतरी से मंत्री तक सब किया है मैंने BNI में. Santri means the watchman, the doorkeeper, right? And the minister. So I have played every single role in BNI over my first 7 years of journey in BNI. So I know this. I have done this. Okay. If there is nothing else which I know this well. So if I can't do this, if I can't succeed in this, I cannot succeed in anything. And definitely, it was a step which was taken, but very, very calculated. It was nothing new I was getting into. It was just that I was doing it without any equity in it. And now I do it with the equity.
Okay. Okay. So since there are other part of regions as well, and in other countries as well, which we are seeing, there are different types of chapters and regions are there. So, but comparatively, there are region you have made it as more massive and in an aggressive way. We are going ahead and launching a lot of chapters and things and all. So this is something like what to say, like it's a bit risky as well as from an outsider when you see that okay, you are launching back to back and people are enrolling, still we are able to like come up with good businesses and things and all. Since Elevate also we launched very like on the earlier stage, like Jan 30 we're almost like 6 months.
6 months.
But during the time of launch and things and all, we were not seeing something bigger things happening. But being a member of this chapter, I'm seeing good big numbers now.
Yeah.
So how you made sure that these people will understand how it works, because being a newbies, all of like this 27, 28 members, over the time period they will gel and they will understand how it works and make this business out of this. So how you make sure that this will definitely work?
See, I'll say this way.
Mm.
Everyone in that room
Mm.
is a business person. So what does that mean? They are all experienced.
Yeah.
They all know how to make relations. Yes, we are putting them into a new system.
Mm.
And that system I trust, because this system is working in 77 countries,
Mm.
right? So race, religion, culture, nothing matters. What matters is a strategy. BNI has a strategy,
Yeah.
right? That you are meeting every week.
Mm.
When you meet somebody every week,
Mm.
you start developing relations.
Okay.
Rare chances that somebody would not like somebody. Okay, they don't like it. I said, okay, if you don't like it, you are not here to marry them. You are here to have a business relation. Do you work with some clients in your business who you cannot stand otherwise?
Mm.
Will you say no to them?
True.
Right? You work. So treat it as a business group. I indeed want to say it as a business group. It is not a club. Right?
Okay.
So according to me, when people will come together,
Mm.
they'll start understanding each other business. What is the purpose? The purpose is simple. I am not asking you to go out and sell for me. Specifically, you go out for me. That today I'll sell the services of Pankaj Gupta or Shahnaz. No. We are rather coaching you that when you are going to your client,
Mm.
just identify if they can use the service or product of another fellow member and connect them.
Okay.
You know it that if everyone does it,
Mm.
what will happen? What goes around comes around. That's the concept of BNI. Now imagine we say it, reciprocal. When we understand that everybody will do it, it will benefit to us, we gradually start doing that. Some people will run very, very fast, will grab it very, very fast. Some people will be slow, right? But if we handhold everyone with that passion, believe me, I see only 1 or 2% of people would come on board who would not understand PNR,
Okay.
right? So according to my knowledge, until somebody is in challenge of their bread butter,
Okay.
they can be a good member of BNR.
Mm.
Because if somebody is in that challenge
Mm.
of bread butter, they cannot look for you.
Okay.
Somebody should be at least settled that bread butter is not a problem.
Mm.
Yeah, I want to grow my business from it. At times, people would ask me, sir, you taking solopreneurs, they have just started business. Bro, they are the one who would need our support. And if they understand well,
Yeah.
why won't they support you? If they need to retain their clients with them, they need to tell their client that I am very well connected. You need anything?
Mm.
Call me. I'll help you.
Mm.
We are helping our clients to buy anything they are looking for.
Yeah.
We are becoming their point of contact, the ready reckoner for them.
Okay.
In this part of bird, you need anything? Call me. I'll connect you with somebody.
Okay.
So you're not doing anything extra,
Mm.
right? Other
Mm.
day I was training
Mm.
and I said something and a lot of people were surprised. I said, please don't do anything for BNI.
Okay.
If you see that this is for BNI, don't do it. You have not become member of BNI to do things for BNI. Don't do anything for BNI.
Mm.
Do it for yourself. Until you have the answer, what is in it for me, don't do it.
Okay.
And then I asked them, tell me one thing in BNI which you do
Mm.
which does not have a benefit for you. They could
Okay.
not come out of any question like that. You give your 30 seconds every week.
Mm.
You are learning how to talk about your business,
True.
right?
Yeah.
You create a referral for somebody else because you know when you are creating the referral, the client who you are referring is coming more closer to you. That member who you are referring is coming more closer to you.
Mm.
In turn, they will give you more business,
True.
right?
Mm.
So there is everything in it for you. When BNI says learn something,
Mm.
is that for BNI? It is for you. Everything there is for you,
Mm.
right? The
Okay.
moment you see something and you are able to identify, you are a member.
Mm.
The day you are able to identify something in BNI you are doing for BNI,
Mm.
come back and tell me.
Okay. Got it. So when speaking about BNI, there are region. So the leadership of your role. So this leadership qualities, is this something like you have been always had and you have been wherever the roles you have had earlier? So it's been the same thing, or this is something like you have had developed?
So I'll tell you about that. Leadership journey is a journey which is evolving.
Mm.
So my dad uh, grew up in a way that we were taking all the decisions for ourselves. So yes, I was very, very strong decision maker. I had never played an advisor role. Right from this book, I learned this today, and it asks you, are you an advisor or a decision maker? So I had always been a decision maker.
Okay.
I take my decisions, I take advice from people.
Mm.
But I used to work like a compassionate samurai. There is a book. If you have not read it. Compassionate samurai. I'll take a project in my full compassion. Anyone comes on my way
Okay.
or becoming an hindrance, I'll become a samurai. I'll chop them off. I was very, very rough leader. I have rubbed a lot of shoulders, right? And my colleagues used to call me um, something like I work like a maniac. Day, night, I'll work.
Okay.
But one thing I learned on the journey, I can be a perfectionist, but expecting perfection from others who are working with me is going to kill me. So I'm evolving on the empathy part in my journey. I'm evolving on taking a pause
Mm.
before I react to something. So in the leadership of BNI, there is a concept called servant leadership. Means you first. Put your interest first. Even then, I'll come across where you want to hurt yourself.
Mm.
And I'll be boiling inside. I want to say something hard to you, but I'll take a pause. I'll cool down and then I'll try to say my message in a way which doesn't hurt. Do I succeed completely? You would be a better judge then.
Okay. And also, I have a like a really big question, which might seem like a smaller thing, but it's a like a detailed thing which I have seen so far, which is like being approachable. So when you go higher and higher in your path, what happens is like people become less approachable, give cold vibes, and they talk to only certain type of people. So I have seen some this kind of things and all. So how you are being so approachable and accessible to everybody?
Because I'm not only doing the business. I'm not only, being in my role.
Mm.
This is my passion. This is the purpose of my life. So I've written in my book, the purpose of my life is to nurture leaders
Okay.
throughout my journey. I live like a river. And throughout my journey, I'll keep on nurturing leaders.
Mm.
That's my purpose. And if I'm not approachable, I'm seriously not living my purpose of life. So when you make your profession, I'm lucky.
Mm.
I'm lucky that my purpose, my passion have become my profession. And that's how I'm approachable. I keep my calendars very, very open. Throughout this journey of BNI, I learned calendarizing everything. So you know it, you have a link to my Calendly, and you need not to call me or ask me. You can simply click and book a slot. Uh, So I'm completely open, completely approachable.
Okay. So handling such a big chapters and region and things and all, how you make yourself so organized and like being available for if something comes up and things and all. Because when somebody asks me like, okay, you're so busy, so I always say that I'm not busy. I'm not structured. My day is not structured. So because of that, I might seem like busy person. But I see your calendar you have shared me sometime, like I see it's all back to back, many things are happening, but still it's all about like a mix of business as well as personal as well as your hobbies and parties, birthdays, everything is included in that. So how it is combined and how you are structuring this?
So take today, right?
Okay.
Um, I wake up at 4.
Mm,
4:30 to 5:30 is my
mm,
meditation time. 5:45 I'll go out of home, maybe gym.
mm,
I'll hit my gym by 6. Uh, by 7:30 I'm back home.
mm.
I'll have my tea, sit for an hour. 9 o'clock I'm at my desk. That's how my general schedule is. Today I had to come here. So it was already there 9:30. My driver was there. I came on the way. I was reading on the way. I'm here. From here I'm going back. On the way I have a meeting, right? From there I'll go home. Uh, there is some work I have to do. So I have already made my to-do list for today. And then in the evening, I'm hosting a party at my home. The people coming. It will be a late night. But I know tomorrow 6:30 a.m. I have to be at Dera Creek for my golf game. So I'll again start my day at 4.
Okay.
So I never think about it. You know, the best thing is when we talk ourselves that we are busy,
Mm,
we take burden of it.
okay.
When I don't think about it, it's smooth. Put everything you want to do on your calendar. From this time to this time, I'll be cooking meal for my family. Fine. From this time to this time, I need to spend with my daughter. Put everything on the calendar, and you will see so much time is available to you. Yes, I used to wake up at 7,
Okay.
and then I noticed was I need more time.
Mm,
So I reduce my sleeping time.
okay.
That's the time you can reduce. I used to sleep like by 10 and wake up by 7, 7:15.
Mm,
Now I wake up 4. So I've added 3 hours to my day. Is that enough? Yes. Is enough? Believe me, most people, if I ask them,
mm,
you are busy, put everything on calendar.
okay.
And delegation,
Mm,
very, very important. I don't do things which others can do for me. Simple formula.
okay.
I don't do things which someone else can do for me. I'll have my team, I'll delegate, I'll do the work right part.
Okay. Got it. Got it. And like moving on to the next questions. So, what is the one opinion you hold that gets you judged more often? That gets you judged more often.
That gets me judged.
Hmm.
Oh, so I am being very well judged by my people. One, I'm a coconut.
Okay.
So until somebody comes very close to me and in my inner circle, they don't see the white part, they don't see the water.
Hmm.
From outside, I'm a very, very rough, hard person for everybody. And that's, God gifted my look, right? So my head is like coconut only. That's how people perceive me. Until you come closer to me,
Okay.
I know members, and believe me, I started dressing down. Like I used to wear three-piece suit with a pocket square and tie and standing like a straight. And then some members approached me and they said, Pankaj, we want to talk to you, but we don't get courage to talk to you.
Okay.
I said, boss, I'm a people person. If I can't mellow down my appearance, how would I do? And I started joking on myself during my sessions, always saying, my hairstyle is the best. And just trying to mellow it down. But
Okay.
that's where I get judged most.
Okay. Great. What's the one a success hack you have used that feels like a shortcut?
See, for me, the success hack is I don't let any emotion pull me down. any emotion.
Okay.
There is no pain, no nothing
Mm.
which can hold me from doing what I have decided to do. I have gone for my games
Mm-hmm.
having 2 sachets of Volta Fast.
Okay.
So like I have severe pain. I'm so crazy. I have a game. I can easily cancel, but I'll take heavy painkillers and go because I've decided to go.
Okay.
I'm,
That's a good.
I'm a tough
Mm.
one with myself.
Okay.
The only thing I have stopped being tough with people. At times it slips, and wherever I slip, I know it. One great thing I have learned with my gurus, my coaches, being aware of whatever I am doing, right or wrong.
Okay.
And I never hesitate
Mm.
saying sorry to people.
Okay.
I would always go back, say sorry. At times I'm not able to convince them, but yes, I'll say sorry.
Okay. That's a good thing to know actually. And what's the one truth about your journey that nobody believes?
People don't believe how emotional I am.
Okay.
I'm a very emotional person. I get attached with people from my core. It really pains me when I see anybody getting annoyed with me. It really pains me when I hurt somebody and nobody believes it. According to me, nobody believes that I am an emotional person. As again said, until someone comes very, very close to me, they don't know that Pankaj can have emotions.
Mm. That's good to know. So, when it comes to Shelly, so how she have been the part of your journey, and also another question like being your spouse as a partner in your business, it's good, bad, how it is.
You know, what happens is whatever I learn and however good I learn,
Mm.
when it comes to my own self, I've been very harsh to my own
Mm.
self. And some part of me says Shelly is my own. It happens. We generally take our partners granted. And at times I take Shelly granted. But yes, I'm evolving a lot there. I'm working on it. Um, I try not to be, you know, harsh with her. And with we are maturing. We've been married for 30 years. A lot of things. If I am aware of something that this is where I go wrong, I try my best to make it right. I try my best to improve. So I always say I am a balance sheet.
Mm.
I'm a balance sheet. I have my liability side and I have my asset side. I need to make sure that my asset side remains bigger and fatter than the liability side.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm not a perfect man. I'm not a perfect husband, not a perfect father, not a perfect leader. Yet I'm living my life,
Mm.
managing all these roles and trying to improve upon it. That's a continuous process.
Okay, that's a good point, I guess. So I have also another question, which is something like when we are identifying people for anything it can be. So that is the most important part, I would say. Other than that, doing a business or anything, it can be like managed over the time period. It can be get success and everything can be like handled. But choosing a person for it can be for any job, any kind of thing. So how you identify in a way, more good way, because I have seen you doing that and I have closely noticed that okay, you ask somebody something, it's exactly that you believe that they will do it and that person does that as well. So how you identify that?
See, what would happen? You will see a bit of emotional intelligence, you can say it that way.
Okay.
Uh, when you are talking to people about some project, and if you read their body language, you see, and you're able to read how they are feeling about it.
Mm.
So do they Do they have a glow on their face when you talk about some project? How are their eyes reacting? How is their body language reacting? And with that, you actually get to know who has the aspiration to do what.
Mm.
And believe me, this kind of ability to read is a blessing and a boon. Because you not only read the positive side of people, a lot of times you read negative side of people,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
So one, I see them, I observe them, yes, they are doing how they are doing. So let's take an example.
Mm.
When I'm launching a chapter and I see some members coming on time, they are well there, they are very well dressed, they are manageable, how they talking to people, are they caring others, right? So these are leadership qualities. So I'll pick up a lead visitor host who comes on time. Or there are some people who've been able to invite visitors. So I see them as connectors.
Mm.
I'll try to put them in committee, right? There are some people who will become an advocate of the BNI system by itself. These are the kind of people who can be put into the vice president's roles because they are running the committee. So to run a chapter meeting or a role, you have to first believe in that system. If somebody is not even believing in the system,
Mm.
how can you put them on road?
True.
Right? So is just reading people. And with the grace of God, when I did my gallop, individualization is
Mm.
one of my core strength.
Okay.
Means I can read every person individually. I can communicate with them individually. Right? So being able to read people and talk to people in the language they can understand is what helps me selecting people for jobs.
Great. And some of the bold questions I have now. So, with this,
Go ahead.
what is the one thing about BNI that frustrates you, even you as a executive director?
Hmm. It's a good and bad part of BNI.
Mm.
It's a member-led organization, right?
Okay.
So members on the ground are the decision maker. I do not have any veto,
True.
right? You are the committee in charge right now. You can reject a member who is right. At times, member takes decisions. The committee takes decision which doesn't go with me,
Mm.
right? Yet I cannot stop it. So it's a good thing. It's a member-led organization. But at times, my limitation is only to ask them questions about their decision. But if they say, Pankaj, this is our decision anonymously, we as a team taking the decision, I have to step back, which actually is not me. I'm a decision maker, right? I can't just stand and watch.
Okay.
But in BNI, I need to do that.
So, is BNI still relevant in a world which is run by AI and LinkedIn, where people mostly believe in? Because some people say that they don't believe in BNI and networking, and still they believe in other part of sources where they can really generate business. So, for them, what would be the answer?
My question to you is BNI only to generate business?
No,
Have you learned things which changed your life?
true. I have.
So BNI is a community.
Hmm.
The business is a byproduct. Though people join BNI looking at business, but they stay in BNI for relations and learning. The intangibles in BNI is much more powerful than tangibles.
Hmm.
You see me as product of BNI.
Hmm.
If you see Pankaj Gupta before BNI
Okay.
and you see me now,
Okay.
you'll see what BNI can do. Is for me is the
Okay.
community. For me is the learning from members. For me, it is the board which I get in members. Today, when you have a challenge for your business, who do you go ask? BNI members. Can AI do that for you always? I use AI to the maximum possibility in my business. But human shall use AI, AI shall not use human,
Hmm.
right? Same thing.
Okay.
AI can replace some of the functionality of human being, but not the human. And that's where BNI comes.
Okay. That's great. And also have another question which somebody says in BNI that it's not working out for them. So what you would say for them?
I always ask one thing, my friend, a system which is working for 345,000 people across globe,
Mm,
it hasn't worked for you, right? Can you say it 3 times in front of mirror
mm,
to yourself? You will have your answer.
okay.
You will have your answer. Why it didn't work for you, you will have your answer. Me always know why it not working for me. Because there is something which I am not doing. There are times where I could have gone and asked somebody to coach me something, but I didn't go.
Mm,
If you open your heart, DNI will open their arms bigger than you do. So I say it, you know, like like we all connect to our God,
mm,
right? If we trust our God, all the ways will open for us. If we question our God, if we doubt our God, ways doesn't open for
mm.
us. Surrender in the system which is working for everybody. Go smooth and it will work.
Okay. So, since like we are working towards something big, it's always been a goal, strategy, and things and all. Sometimes it might feel like bit overwhelmed, and you want to quit everything. And sometimes this kind of feelings business owners get, and the leadership in the role you get this kind of feelings. And what makes you stop that feeling?
You know, you are very, very true that at times it comes to mind, yeah, sab chhod dete. Let's leave everything behind and go. One question I ask myself, I go in the, I embody that energy that I am gone and I'm alone someplace. And I know where I'll go if I go. I'll go in Rishikesh, in an ashram, a kind of yoga ashram. And I put myself there, close my eyes in my meditative state, and ask myself, will I be happy? Will I be satisfied? Or will I miss this life? Will I miss being a leader, being a father, right?
Mm,
I never get that satisfactory answer. If I go on that side, I'll miss this side. When I am this side, I miss that side. So the art is to take a break
mm,
and live that life also.
mm,
You can take a 10 days, 15 days break, live that life. Come back because human being is for karma.
mm.
Saints are for dharma. So you choose whether you want to be a saint or human.
Uh, one risk which you have taken, like in life, which could have made you ruined or made you go really up. So, what is the decision, something like that you have taken?
I'm a very conservative person that way.
Mm.
I would not take a make it or break it kind of risk. I
Okay.
have never ever taken make it or break it kind of risk. I have had opportunities like that in life where either I would have been ruined completely
Mm.
or I would have made millions.
Okay.
Somehow I'm a contented person.
Mm.
You know, for me, money is not the pyramid. For me, money is not the pyramid. I have seen, people loaded with money but empty in their heart. I don't want to be that person. I've been very conservative. I have had responsibilities on my head. I have seen downturns in very early age, which made me very, very conservative. Seriously, very conservative. Even today, I don't invest monies. I have been into investment market always. I don't invest. I said, boss, be at peace.
Okay. Okay. So, since everybody have their own like scenarios and perspective on businesses or somebody's career and things and all, so when you meet people, uh, whose career or business to some concept which you don't agree with or believe on it, or you will not invest your money on that. So how you deal the conversation with them?
The only thing which I don't believe is the crypto business. I'm sorry to say that.
Okay.
I'm still a old school there.
Mm.
I am not able to trust crypto because it has got no legs according to me.
Mm.
It's something in air. I don't believe it. And whenever somebody says, I said, bro, I I'm no good at it.
Mm.
I don't understand it. And somehow I'm sorry, but I'm not willing to understand it. You want to tell me, I'll listen to you. But
Uh,
I am not open to understand it. So if I'm not a firm believer of something,
mm.
my my thing is very simple. A lot of times in the friend groups, in the parties, there are conversations happening which doesn't lend me well
Mm.
or which doesn't interest me. I'll just not participate.
Mm.
I never oppose people. I never challenge their thoughts.
Mm.
If they are thinking something, until they ask me openly, Pankaj, what do you think about it?
Oh.
And I'll seek permission. Are you okay if I say what I feel?
Mm.
And it has happened. I said, boss, I'm sorry.
Mm.
I don't believe that I can trust into crypto, right? I have my own valid reasons for it. And I just don't want to go.
Okay.
See, there is no point of trying to put my thought on somebody else,
Mm.
right? Just avoid.
True. Mm. Great. The a compliment you usually get, and you really like feel that yes, exactly, that I have worked on and I'm getting it. What I
You know, many a times,
Mm.
some member will come and they'll approach and they'll say, Pankaj, we thank you very much. What happened? You told us this and we used it and it has benefited us in this
Mm.
way. That appreciation that whatever you are doing have created a wealth for somebody in terms of knowledge, in terms of success, in terms of satisfaction, is the greatest compliment, and it's a soup for my soul, right? That gives me power to keep doing what I do.
Okay.
I see when I see a member have received great business, I feel good about it, right? Because I'm doing something
Mm.
which eventually will help those people. Whatever we are selling in BNI, the membership we are bringing in their life, will eventually going to help them, right? So my product is not perishable product. It will live with you, become your life, and someday people will remember, oh, that guy, there was a guy who have brought us into this system of BNI, and they'll they'll at least remember me in the nice way.
Okay.
That's my being.
Mm.
That's my being.
Okay. Okay. So being in business and not to feel much pressure, or not outside, at least showing the pressure that we have, like in terms of like the market or what is happening around us or the competitors and things, and keeping the cool.
See, your feelings inside, your anxiety.
Mm.
One, whenever you have anxiety about your business, have an inner circle of yourself to deal with. I have laughed out loud
Okay.
in times when I had no money in my pocket for the next meal.
Okay.
Because if I cry, people will laugh. And my saying is, if the pain is mine, then why should you get the opportunity to laugh at me? I laugh on my own pain. So I have very, very, inner circle where when I am in pain, I'll go and discuss with them, but not to others, because not everybody is ready to bear the burden of your pain. Often, if not in front of you, people will laugh on your back,
Mm.
right? And that's human. They're not wrong doing that.
Okay.
So you should know where to exhaust, where to vent out. Not every place you can vent out.
Hmm. Okay. So, being in this, since you're a public figure now and going massive and going big, what happens is like it's always the good, bad, everything is a combined of it happens for everybody.
Yes.
So, when you hear negative comments, of course, it might be happening. So, what is your reaction for that?
See, when I hear negative comments, it stay with me for 2, 3 days.
Mm.
They trouble me, they hurt me. Uh, Now, only thing I'll say, I got this learning
Okay.
that I'll think, where are they coming from? The person who is giving that negative comment,
Okay.
is this person talking negative about everybody and everything?
Mm.
No, nobody talks like that. So, what has happened? And how can I improve upon it? That if I did something wrong, I don't repeat it? Or does it require me to say sorry to them because I have hurt them enough
Okay.
that they are going through that negativity?
Okay.
Why not? Why can't I say sorry
Mm.
and help them get relieved of their negativity?
Okay.
I don't react there again. My strategy is same. I do not want to react to anything. I want to act and act with a strategy, with a thought, not react.
Mm.
If this one thing anyone applies to their life, act and do not react. Reaction is always spontaneous.
Mm-hmm.
Reaction is always risky.
Mm.
Action can be in your control.
That's a great one. So personally, I usually say that Dubai is all about like how you show, and people usually try to show that they are confident, they are successful, they have everything in hand. Even the days bad, something really miserable is happening, but they always try to show up. It's perfect. Everything is happening very well, fine, and I'm confident, I'm successful. But it's not all the time. It happens like that. So, have you ever faked the confidence when something is huge happening in your personal or in business, but you have to be
See,
that?
I'll tell you what. Uh, as I said, I laugh on my pain. So if something is going on drastically wrong in my business, in my personal life, I would not go and cry in front of everybody. Though I am very vulnerable person.
Mm.
My saying is it's my pain, na? Even if I tell you, you are not going to do anything for me, right? So when I don't expect from you,
Yeah.
why should I be shy from you? And I'm not expecting anything to be done by people. If there is something to be corrected is from me. And fortunately, I have never been in a business
Okay.
or in a situation where I have to go and borrow money from people.
Okay.
It's generally being done
Mm.
when you need to borrow money from people. Because if you ask for money
Okay.
from a place of weakness, people will not give you.
Mm. Okay.
Somehow my business, my life had never put me to that situation, even in the worst of the situation, that I will go and need to borrow money from somebody.
Okay.
So it was not required. But if I had to, for my family, I would have done that.
And moving on to our rapid fire questions. So, what is the quote you really like it and you try to implement that in your life?
Don't do anything what others can do for you. If you do that,
Mm-hmm.
you will not have time for things which only you can do.
Okay. And what does family means to you?
My soul,
And three success mantras you follow.
perseverance, believe, positivity.
What do you want to say to people who despite of your efforts, still think that you're wrong?
Don't hurt yourself. I am not that great that you think about me.
Any voice note or a long email which you felt like it's worst and you never replied to that? Anything happened like that so far?
You know what happens? I have received such messages
Mm-hmm.
after my last year gala of BNI Dera Dubai, which is a result of, you know, too much of work.
Mm.
I received a message in the night, a
Okay.
long message with criticizing everything. I read it, it hurt me.
Mm.
I just replied two words: thank you,
Okay.
your point is noted. If I would have replied,
Mm-hmm.
it would be a flood. So, any such things when negative comment comes,
Mm-hmm.
my always reaction is noted, thank you, your point is taken. And then I'll think about it. Why that person felt that way? How can we take care of few possible points from there? Or where are they coming from?
What is the one word you think people should stop using in business?
Can't.
Reputation or results? What matters more?
Reputation.
So, if you get again a chance to go back to VNI's journey, what is the mistakes you will like rectify and you will make it more good?
If I go back in my BNI journey and you say mistakes which I need to rectify,
Mm-hmm.
there are some relations which got really, I rubbed some shoulders.
Okay.
Uh, and they felt so much pain. If possible, I would correct it. There are two particular people in my BNI journey where I rubbed the shoulder and they are hurt. I could have handled those situations much better and things would be better.
Okay. And one tool you use daily.
ChatGPT.
Okay. As an assumption, if not BNI, where we would be like finding you today?
If one I had not taken BNI on the right time, I might have been in a challenging position because the other business which I was doing
Mm-hmm.
in 2022, as a company, we decided to slow down that particular line, and I would have been in this age looking for business, and I don't know what I would have started, but definitely I would have been a part of BNI as a member, if not as a native.
And a strangest feedback you have ever received?
Somebody said your leadership skills are zero, and I have it saved on my message. That was the strangest feedback I have received.
Okay. Uh, so it's we are ending the podcast. So we are almost end of this. So I want to know, since it's 2025, the quarter is gone. So the goal or something you'd have had in your list to achieve. So what is the way you are into that?
We created a vision for BNI Dera Dubai, 500 members by 2025, and I am at like 320.
Okay.
So we are far behind.
Mm.
Um, so I asked myself, what do I do? Do I change my goalpost?
Mm.
I said, no, I'll reach 500 mark. If not 2025, 2027, how does it matter? I'm more keen on right now working, making sense for all my members,
Mm-hmm.
right? Making business for all my members. The membership will grow. When members are happy,
Mm.
the members will grow. The best way out is to make your members advocate of your brand. They can do a magic.
Okay.
If all these members come together, believe me, they can achieve this number in 1 month. No big deal.
Okay. And so it's a very big journey, and it has a lot of ups and downs and things. And also, Miss Shelley is a biggest part of this in this journey for you. So, any good words for her?
See, if she was not there with me, I would not be where I am.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Mm.
See, your partner plays a big role with you. And a lot of time people says that there's a woman behind every successful. Not behind.
Yeah.
They are beside you. They are with you. A lot of times they'll handhold you when you are feeling down, right? And if they don't, you cannot.
Yeah.
Just imagine if you are a Tesla car, they are your charging station. If they don't charge you, you don't run next day, right? So they are with you. You cannot be without your partners. We grew up in love of our mother,
Mm-hmm.
but we live our life and we die in the love of our wife. A man always need that compassionate love. Initially, you get it from your mother, then you get it from your girlfriends, and then your wife. But I don't know if I can be alone.
Mm. That's nice because people don't appreciate their spouse more often, and it's not in the like culture as well. It doesn't happen more often easily.
You said it right.
Yeah.
It is more about awareness.
Mm.
In some cultures, they don't know. They just don't know. You're not even thankful for your mother.
Mm.
You're not even thankful for your father. You're not even thankful to yourself and your God. Gratitude is something which is taught to all of us from the very beginning. But this is something which we all forget.
Yeah.
Gratitude towards everything.
That's great. So, and yeah, moving on to next. So we have a round where the previous guests have asked a question for you. Okay. And you have to also pass a question for the next guest. So the previous guest asked a question like this. It's like in business, like empathy, how much it matters.
If you need to be a leader,
Mm-hmm.
you need empathy. If you want to be a manager,
Mm-hmm.
is okay.
Okay.
You cannot lead people without understanding them, without knowing about them, right? Without knowing how do they perform. And that keenness of knowing, understanding, according to me, is an empathy. So you choose, you want to be a leader
Mm-hmm.
or you just want to be a manager.
So, and the question for the next guest you want to ask.
What do you do to retain your team?
Okay, that's a very good question, I guess, which everybody wants to know. Yeah, let me see who answers a perfect answer for this. Thank you. Yeah. So, thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
So, I'm very happy to have you here and ask all the questions which I have in my mind so far. I wanted to ask you, and I never got a chance to like ask those questions, and it's clear for me today. So, you have anything other than this to tell us on this podcast?
See, I would only say one thing. I am culprit of being very harsh with myself.
Mm.
Don't be harsh with yourself. Don't be harsh. Whatever you do in life, end of the day, being harsh is painful. Don't give pain to yourself. You know, love yourself is important.
That's really good because mainly in this part of the market where everybody pushes themselves, being really hard, even by myself as well. Like sometimes I'm really hard on myself and try to like push and do things.
I'll ask you something, Shanaz, with just one question. Would you want to be happy or would you want to have the stomach full.
Just want to be happy.
Everyone will answer that they want to be happy. Yet, they are running behind, keeping their stomach full, not only with the needs but the wants, right? So think about happiness
Mm-hmm.
as a need.
Okay.
That's a great note. Do as much as which can keep that little smile on your face. You would not even feel that hunger.
So that's nice. So thank you. Thank you for being here
Thank you very
today.
much.
I'm glad that you are here and shared all the answers which I wanted to hear from you. I'm so happy and I'm looking forward for more sessions like this with you.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you. Thank you, Shanaz.